might not be uploading videos very frequently at the moment because I've got a hell of a lot of revision, which is consequently what I am not doing right now. So I was in a bookshop the other day and me and my friend were looking at the children's books because we had nothing else to do. And we came across this book, George's Marvellous Medicine by Roald Dahl, a book most of you will have read as it is a children's classic that everyone should have read, and I have so many fond memories of reading this book. Basic plotline is, there is a guy called George who is 8 years old and he's told to look after his grandma, and the one thing he needs to remember is to give her her medicine at 11 o'clock. And before this, George's grandma's really mean to him and is like, yeah, you're lazy, you need to stop growing, boy. And he's like, I'm going to make my own medicine now for her because she is an idiot. Great parenting, yeah. So he goes to various rooms in the house. The first room he comes to is the bathroom. First thing he puts in is toothpaste, which is a pretty normal thing. Okay, if you digest it, probably not so good in big quantities, but it's not too bad. He then goes for things like deodorant, which it says on the back, avoid direct inhalation, do not use, do not consume, keep away from heat, which comes into a play later. The other things he puts in are hairspray. Do not use, do not consume, do not put in eyes or skin or broken skin, and keep out of reach of children. He then wants to go in the medical cupboard, but then he's told, don't use things in there because they could kill a person. At least you've done something right, parents. So instead of using those things, he goes to his mother's dressing table and puts in a load of makeup. The next thing he does is goes down to the basement where he finds washing powder. What does it say on the back of the washing powder? Keep out of reach of children, irritating to eyes, avoid contact with eyes, immediately rinse with water if in contact with eyes, do not swallow, if swallowed seek medical advice immediately. Great one to put in something that's going to be drank. Other things he finds are floor cleaner, which says on the back, keep away from children, keep away from eyes, do not mix with other cleaning products. Yeah, putting that in with floor polish and other stuff. That's going to be a great idea. So once this is all in the saucepan, he decides to think, oh, maybe we should put some medicine in there. I've been told I can't go into our medical cupboard, but I'm sure it's fine to go in the animals' medical cupboard because his dad is a farmer. No one's ever told me I can't do that. So he goes and he puts sheep dip, pig pills, horse pills, and a hell of a lot of other stuff in there, which I'm pretty sure you shouldn't ingest. If you ate a horse pill, it is designed for horses, which are bigger than humans, which are designed to look after the horse, not a human. Surely that's got to kill a person, but as we find in the story, it doesn't. So he puts this all in, mixes it all up a bit, adds in some antifreeze and grease and oil, and then decides, it's not dissolving, we'll heat it up. Yeah, heat up all those ingredients which are highly flammable and all like, do not exceed this temperature, do not exceed this temperature, do not put in contact with heat. Yeah, we'll heat it all up. In the story, nothing happens, it just heats up fine. So he does that, and then he thinks, it's not the right colour. So he puts a load of paint in it, because everyone knows eating paint is ever so great for you. So nothing goes wrong in this. His grandma's asking him, have you got my medicine ready? He's like, yes I have, I'm doing it, I'm sorting it. So then he goes and gives it to her, and she's all like, you're being an idiot again. So he feeds her the medicine. First thing that happens, she complains of her insides burning. That's not a good thing. Surely you should die from that. So he gives her some water, it's all fine. She then begins to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then she wants another dose when she's about halfway tall as the house, gone through the ceiling from the living room. She's halfway tall as a house, that's quite big. And then George just goes, yeah, you can have some more, here you go, and gives her some more. Surely, if she's growing and complaining of burning, you don't give her more, surely. Common sense kicking in. I know he's only 8, but surely if she's growing that much, come on George, I had faith in you. So he gives her another dose, she grows some more, comes out the roof of the house, he runs out and goes, hey, worked on my grandma, why don't we feed it to one of the chickens? Because obviously they have the exact same properties as a human and are exactly the same size, so the same dosage will definitely work. It does, the chicken grows a lot, and it's like a tall chicken. His mum and his dad come home, they look at grandma and take a look and went, oh God. His mum practically faints, and his dad's like, this is amazing, because his dad is like a male storybook character fanboy in this story about everything. He is described as, he was a kind father to George, but was not an easy person to live with, as even the smallest things got him all worked up and excited. Fanboy. So he comes on, and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing, we've got all the big things. Why don't we feed it to all the other animals? Because the same dosage will definitely work, and you're gonna ruin all your livestock if it doesn't, but I'm sure it'll work because it's a kids' TV book. Kids' book that I'm sure everything will be fine with. So they do that, all the animals grow. And then he's just like, have you got any more of this? And George is like, well, what do you need more for? We've fed all the animals, everything's big, what do you need more for? Finally, some sense, George. And his dad's like, yeah, but we can sell this stuff, get really rich. And the mum's just like, it won't work. She's the sense of reason in the story. I like the mum, sort of, until later in the book. They decide to make some more potion. They look at all the empty tubes and bottles and stuff that he's used, and they try and make it again. It doesn't work. The second potion he makes the chicken's legs grow really, really long, so it's just lanky, a bit of rubbish thing, really. So then they make another one. They make a third potion. They put all the stuff in, and they feed it to a chicken, and the chicken begins to shrink. Like, get really small, first about this big, then this big, then this big, till it's absolutely tiny. Now, Grandma at this point is utterly disgruntled because no one's paying any attention to her. So she's like, where's my cup of tea? And George is holding this cup full of shrinking medicine. You can see where this one's going. So Grandma takes it, drinks the whole cup, 50 doses of this medicine, and begins to shrink. Everyone's like, yay, she's going to get down to normal size. But no, she keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking until she is no more. The response of the characters is not, oh God, I've just killed someone, what are we going to do? It is, hooray, said Mr. Cranky. She's gone, she's disappeared completely. That's what happens if you're grumpy and bad-tempered. Great medicine of yours, George. Great parenting there. Just feed them this shrinking medicine and you'll die. And then his mum, who is, Grandma is her mother, just goes, oh God, where is she? And then by lunchtime, she got her medicine at 12, so about 12:30, something like that, she goes, ah well, I suppose it's all for the best really. She was a bit of a nuisance around the house, wasn't she? She's died! You've killed a person! That is not a good thing, ever! No matter how much of an innocent idiot she was, it is not a good thing to kill someone. Nothing ever happens of this. We never find out. That's just basically where the story stops. And just George says, for a brief few moments, I touched with the very fingertips the edge of a magic world. Don't get me wrong, I love this book, but some major issues with it. I read this when I was 9. What messages was it teaching me? I was 9. I was reading books about murdering grandparents. This is by far not the most disturbing book that I read when I was a child that's supposedly a brilliant book, but I'll get onto this in a later video. If you have any more issues with this book, please post in the comments down below because I would love to hear them. I have loads more I could say, like the fact that they found paraffin in the bathroom and George just said, I don't know what this does, let's put it in. Paraffin. As in the fuel that makes things blow up in the bathroom. What is his parents hiding? Anyway, I'm sufficiently worked up, though I did spend half an hour reading this again to avoid revision. Thanks for watching.